Hello and good happy Sunday evening. Welcome in. How's everybody doing? Good to see everyone.
You guys are coming on, and I just said to Brian, I'm not even muted. Let me mute my computer so that way we don't get some feedback.
Got muted.
That's the worst.
Phone's on silent.
There we go.
Well, here we go. No, that's not us. That's some whiny little kid.
Stop it.
He is. He's a whiny little kid. Okay.
Guys, I watch all kinds of stuff on YouTube, and let me tell you, there's some awesome creators out there. We watch you all and really appreciate you. The whiny little kid has nothing to do with cruising, by the way, but he's not. I really like him.
Well, happy Sunday. Welcome in. It's been a busy weekend for us. It's been a busy week. We got some more people booked on our group cruise.
Yeah.
We got
oh man, that cruise is like growing. It is going to be so much fun. We have such amazing people on that cruise. Guys, I'm so excited for it. Stay tuned because as we get closer, you know, I know everybody's so anxious and like wants to like get out there and wants the details. It does take us a little bit getting closer to start detailing those details out. Does that even make sense? But that is where we're
those details out.
Yeah, I know. But that's exactly where we're at right now.
You were the one coaching me for my interview.
I did a darn good job. He is gonna rock it, guys. I'm telling you, man. We had fun.
Lil G's already saying wrong chat. No, you're in the right place.
I had fun with you today. I know you don't think that. I know you don't recognize that.
Hold on, Will. How many windows do you have open right now? I gotta know. I'm curious.
Well, I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on my computer, and that's not talking about this screen or your screen.
Right. Well, let's tonight we're going to talk a little planning. We've been getting some questions. We've been getting some advice.
Hold on. Hi guys.
Well, we did that. We did.
I'm Julie. This is Brian.
Oh yes, for all of you new people. So hopefully there's new people. Introduce yourselves. Everybody else here knows each other. So feel free to
we're so happy you guys are here. Thank you for joining us on your Sunday night.
If this is your first time here, we are How We Cruise, and we do this every Sunday night. We bring you some cruise chat. We bring you some cruise tips, maybe a story or two, sometimes some shenanigans, but most of the time just talking about cruising and having a good time. So that said, we got a bunch of our friends here who cruise with us.
I see some awesome names in the chat.
Yes, we'll scroll right. So, oh no, I'm in the wrong window. I got to go to this window because I got to go here.
He pains me, guys. It's always my fault.
Well, it is. Let's see. Well, we've got Shayna and Mary Ellen jumping into the chat very early. Happy to see you guys here. Hello, Mark and Shayna. Hello,
hi guys.
Mary Ellen.
I feel like it's been forever.
Hello, Mary Ellen on the Firenze.
Yes.
So enjoy. Hope that is going well out there.
Pictures. I've been seeing people out there. How is it, guys? Is it as beautiful? Okay, I gotta know which one is more beautiful, the Firenze
or the Venezia?
Or the Venezia? Venezia.
Uh-oh.
No. You can't drink that out of that. Here, I'll get you a different glass. It's cracked. That was not good.
That's not good.
No, that's not
cracked
good.
my glass. That's not good at all.
Well, you're touching a plastic one.
No. I'd rather drink from this.
You won't drink from us.
All right. Kathy Curry's here. Hello, Kathy. How are you?
My favorite one.
Let's see. No.
Yes.
No,
you're not drinking out of a cracked glass.
Don't pour it in that. No, don't. You're just going to make me get up and all these people. You just wasted a glass. I'm not.
I did not waste a glass. It's a beautiful glass.
I'm not drinking out of that.
Guys, this is our life. I'm not kidding.
Here. Hello, guys.
Hey, guys.
Kim Devlin is here. Hello, Kim. How are you? When are we going to book you on a cruise, Kim? You got to come with us. We got some awesome groups coming up. Kevin Brubaker's here. Says cruise prep. I thought this was food prep. Well, it could be both. It could be both. Julie Amos here.
Listen,
Julie.
I want to get back in the kitchen. So you guys, let me know in the chat. It takes me. He's really changing the cup. I can't believe it. I gave him my favorite glass, my favorite cup. He literally changed it. I can't believe it. Anyway, I'm not kidding you. It takes me everything to convince him to get out of this spot. I like going to the kitchen. I like either making a cocktail or making a snack, making something that you find on a cruise ship. I like making it kind of like vacation related. I'm all about
This
it.
is vacation related. It's my Royal Caribbean glass. I mean,
I want to get back like out of this spot. So if that's something you guys like, please let Brian know, because
I don't know what you were just talking about, but I'm glad I missed it.
Is
most importantly, Sean is mad at us because we're streaming during a playoff hockey. So, Sean, you have now given yourself a responsibility.
We have the game on. You turn it off.
Yeah. It's muted. So, Sean, you now have the responsibility of updating me on the Rangers score. So, if anything happens, just let us know.
Yeah. We're okay if you miss something we say, as long as you kept the game.
Let's see. Well, Kev, if you're boycotting the Blackhawks, you can be a Ranger fan for the rest of the playoffs if you like. Let's see. Let's see.
I'll also say too, if you guys hear any background noise because the windows are open, let us know. Brian, before he's like, close the windows. I was like, no, I want them open. Like, it feels good.
So
nice fresh air here in Jersey.
Blaine is here. Hello, Blaine. How are you? Nice to see you.
I'm sure it's upstairs.
Oh, I know.
It's done. I just need to send it. So this week. I know.
A lot to do. Well, so Kathy's already chiming in on the topic here. She says, FYI, I have a cruise out of Galveston. Was booked on Southwest to Bush. Last week, I received an email that beginning in August, Southwest is not flying into 4 airports, one being Bush. So this is kind of what we were doing today.
This is a problem of
flights. We were looking at hotels. We were looking at options of driving and flying. And I'm doing all this. And I said to Julie, I said, well, what are we going to talk about tonight? And she said, well, pretty much that. Like, that's like planning for your cruise. I said, all right, let's at least I have some research to go on for tonight. So,
it's close to how it went, but yeah, no, seriously.
But the whole Bush versus Hobby Airport, if you're a Galveston cruiser, that could be an hour-long topic in and of itself. I mean, people arguing about Ubers and taxis. How much was our taxi ride? $220 at one point.
I really wish Galveston was easier for us to get to, because I love that port. But where we are, it's absolutely nearly impossible to get down there affordably. So the cruises are affordable, but traveling to Galveston is not for us where we are in New Jersey. I mean, we typically leave out of Newark or Allentown. We could leave out of New York. We could leave out of Philadelphia, but that's adding an extra cost. And at the end of the day, I mean, it's never really worth it for us.
Let's see who else is
here. Which is a shame. I wish it was.
Mom is here.
Hi, Mom.
Let's see. Sean's
I don't think I talked to them at all today. Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad.
Sean's talking about the fact that United's going to be short planes due to the whole Boeing fiasco.
We were talking about that on our page.
Fallout.
We were talking about that on our page today.
Falling out of the sky.
Kev said that their flight was changed. Sorry to hear that. That stinks. And we were affected by that Boeing.
Yes.
Was it the 900 Max or whatever? Wait, is that what it is?
Max 9s. Yeah.
Max
so
9s.
we had a flight canceled. We expected it to be canceled, and then in fact it actually did get canceled.
Thank goodness we did, because we changed our flight ahead of time, and if we didn't, we would have been.
You're welcome. Let's see.
My hero.
Yes, I know you are. Hello, Will G. Welcome.
True story.
Sean is here. Hello, Sean. How are you?
Good morning. 2 nights ago, I'm woken up in the middle of the night. I'm like, what's going on? This one's having a nightmare. That's right. I'm going to do this right on a live stream. Of course I am. Right on a live stream. I'm like, Bri, wake up. You okay? You okay? You okay?
She forgets that I can mute her microphone.
He had a dream that I was. What?
You were killing me.
I was killing him. I was stabbing him to death. What did I do to you that you had a dream? All right, come on, you analytics out there.
Let's finish saying hello to people. Tony's here. Hello, Tony Diaz. Hello, Daniel Fields. Nice to see you both.
Needless to say, I would never. I love him.
She's ignoring me now and just talking about whatever she wants to talk about. Why do you think a furnace? You're like burning up. Now I know why the windows are open. Jesus.
That's literally the TikTok I shared with you the other day.
On the high seas is here. Hello. Oh, first timer. Welcome in.
I'm so sorry that you have to come in on tonight.
Let's see.
No.
All right, let's see.
Oh, I love you
Talking
guys.
about lots of windows. Open. Here we go. All right, let's see. Mary Ellen says the Firenze is more beautiful.
Is it more beautiful? Because from pictures, I don't know. I feel like I would like the Venezia. I've been on. We did see the Venezia. We were on that ship. We did see it. I feel like the Firenze maybe doesn't. So I'm so happy to hear you say that. Mary Ellen.
Kevin says he thinks the Venezia is better because he's going on it, and that's the only reason. Well, if this is going to be a New York versus LA argument, well, then
East Coast, West Coast.
I mean, so maybe what we do is we do Venezia now. Venezia. I got this part down. But then when we hit the left coast, we'll hit Firenze.
We definitely have to. We have to.
Will says, "What bourbon are we drinking tonight?" Tonight is the Basil Hayden.
This is a new bottle, guys. I don't do bourbon. He does. This is a new bottle. You came home with this the other day, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of a pretty bottle."
I discovered the Basil Hayden actually at Pig and Anchor on Carnival Celebration.
That name leaves a sour taste in my mouth.
Mm-hmm.
We had an issue there, but great place.
Sean, in case you didn't notice, I tried to drink out of the cracked glass. Anyway, I discovered the Basil Hayden on the Carnival Celebration, and
Mary Ellen, I'll break out the Italian Prosecco from the naming ceremony for tonight. Definitely.
You have to stay on the topic.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Go ahead.
All right.
If you want to click on something, click on it. Let's see. Controversial cruising here. Hello.
If you want to click on something, click on it. If I could point the camera down right now, I wish I probably could.
This over here.
Yeah, he's got the mouse on his hand right here. I don't have the ability to click on anything.
Right. This is
okay.
We're 15 minutes into this.
All right.
Let's see. Tony Diaz says, let's do a poolside live. We can do that. Let's see. Richard Van Den Arn is here. Hello, Richard. Good to see you. We are looking into your hotel recommendations because we may pivot here.
Yes.
We'll see. We think it's going back to the episode, but we'll see.
Our very first live was poolside. Our very first live that we did from a ship was sitting on the Harmony at the pool. And we were, yes, it was. And we were breaking up like crazy. And yeah, fun fact.
No,
it wasn't Liberty. Because I think we had the kids with us. It was not.
Okay.
I don't know. I'll go back and look now.
Let's see. Shana says she enjoyed the cooking shows, but it looked like it was really hard on my back. Matt's here. Hello, Matt. How are you? Shug and Cece are on the Celebrity Reflection in 13 days. Yay, party with Shug. We got our countdown up here. We're down to 78 days until Utopia. So let's see your cruise countdowns. Let us know.
Have less than a month, like not less, just about almost exactly a month of school left. They have like 30 some days left of school left this year. I can't believe that we're at the end of the school year.
Hello, Mr. Jacques.
Really?
How are you? Z is here. Mary Ellen says cheers. Cheers, Mary Ellen.
Cheers. I do have a beverage over here. It's all getting all sweaty.
So Will says they're only 4 hours from Galveston, which, again, it goes to what we were talking about, and how do you get to your port? So
that is our topic
here.
We're part of our topic. We have a big topic.
Hello. Well, we have a lot.
We have a lot.
About. So real fast, is Brady feeling better? Yes, Brady is feeling much better. Turns out he had Lyme's disease.
Yeah.
So we had to get him some medicine.
I did post an update on our community page. He is doing much better, literally within a day and a half of being like 3 doses of the antibiotic, and he already started to snap right back. He's doing really, really well. He's eating, he's jumping around. You wouldn't know anything is wrong, but he does have to be on the antibiotics for like a month.
Yeah. So, Jeremy and Cheryl are here. Hello. Nice
hey guys, how are you? They're right in Galveston.
All right, so here's the countdowns.
They're super close to Galveston. That's where we met them.
Yes.
For the first time in Galveston.
Yes. So we've got Will has 26 days till the horizon. Let's see. Shana just had their check-in for Liberty. Yes. Going to be heading up to England. Very nice. Tony's got 17 days until Symphony out of Bayonne. And I think, Tony, are you going on that one that's supposed? Oh, it's not going to hit Labadee now. That was the one that was supposed to hit Coco Cay and Labadee.
Yeah.
And we wanted to do that because that would have been, did they tell you what they're moving you to? Probably, is it a sea day or were you able to get to other island?
Do you know yet?
Matt has 47 days till Symphony.
Nice. I can't, we haven't been on Symphony yet. And to this day, Harmony is my favorite ship. Even though I love Icon, Icon gives it a close run for its money. I think did I post this or I was going to post this? I don't know. I remember typing it out and then I don't remember if I actually posted it. Harmony, though, I think is still my favorite ship for nostalgic reasons, for a bunch of other reasons. But I think that Symphony could surpass it.
Mary Ellen's on Firenze now and has 3 more days left until they're back to. It's nice to be counting down to your next cruise. When you're on a cruise, that's kind of nice.
It looks like Brian posted on our page today that how do you know if you're a cruise addict? That was a fantastic post because every single one of them I was like, yep.
Larry will be joining. Hello, Larry. Good to see you, sir. He'll be joining you on the Firenze. Together We Travel has 12 days until Horizon. Let's see. And Larry's double dipping and just bragging here because he's got 55 days until Prima.
I love Prima.
Richard says 189 days for us. And what would that be, Richard? What cruise is it that you have going? Is it the Royal Caribbean Freedom of the Seas, November 3rd, from Fort Lauderdale to Grand Cayman, Falmouth, and hopefully Labadee?
See right here.
Are you getting better at that?
Yeah, I know. I hate the ticker though.
All right, we'll
get rid of the ticker.
All right, as soon as somebody emails us
to book the cruise, I will get stock market.
Right, as soon as somebody emails us to book the cruise, I'll get rid of the ticker. How's that, sir? I'll watch my email over here. Okay.
I actually had a couple ideas about that, but that's not coming up. Hey guys, how do you guys feel? I'm gonna reserve it.
Hold that one.
I'm gonna hold on to this. Stay tuned. Next week we got something coming.
I love it when you do that. So Tony said they're switching to Nassau. Oh yeah, you said that.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna guys watch our community page because we're gonna post it ahead of time. What's coming next week? What we're gonna do? It's gonna be something new. I wanted to do it today, but I couldn't wrap it up and tie it.
Take a sip of your drink.
Why?
So that way something's in your mouth, so I can get a word in.
Anyway, stay tuned. Next week, we have something new coming. Stay tuned to our community page. Watch, and it'll be announced ahead of time on there. I wanted to do it tonight, but it's been in the works for a couple weeks, but I haven't been able to pull it together yet. So it's going to be fun. I'm really excited to try it. It may work, it may not, but.
Julie has August 5th is her next cruise. Awesome. Amanda has 383 days until Symphony, her first ever cruise.
Julie Amos, she was like at Disney today.
I haven't been on Facebook.
I know, but I was scrolling quickly. It wasn't on too long. Were you at Disney today? And you're already on live streams? Good for you, man. I don't know.
Kevin's at cruise with us also.
You're like you're a superhero.
Very important. It's Captain Tutu. Thank you, Sean. Appreciate it. Cruise Nuts stopping by to say hello. Well, we've said hello.
We got Larry in here and Sean in here, so we're good with the hockey.
Okay, keep us updated on the
guys.
Sports,
Will keep us hockey.
Much appreciated.
Carnival
Cruise Addicts are here. Hello, guys. How are you? They just did a little milestone on their channel. Good for them. Julie was at Universal today.
Oh, right. Universal. Okay.
So with everybody planning
same
cruises,
thing. I mean,
with everybody planning cruises, we all have countdowns going on. We wanted to talk about how you prepping, how you picking. So, there's 2 things to talk about when you're prepping for a cruise. There's picking the right cruise for you, which port, which ship, which line, all these types of decisions you can make. And then once you do make that decision, then there's all the stuff you got to do to prep for it, right?
Yeah.
So where do you want to go first?
Well, first of all, I think when we talked about doing this, we said there's so much to talk about. We can actually break this up into multiples. Mm-hmm. So if you guys like this conversation, we can actually extend it a little bit. Maybe we'll extend it on.
Let's see how it
goes. But I think first of all, we want to talk about how do you plan the best cruise ever? Like you want to go on a cruise, whether you're well, that goes without saying. Whether you're new to cruising or whether you've been on multiple cruises, I mean, every time you want it to be better than the last, right? Like, or the best first ever. So how do you plan the best cruise ever? I think first and foremost is knowing how to get to the port.
Sean says, I just go where you tell me. I feel like there's become a lot of people like that, and we really do appreciate it. But I
can't wait.
Sean, I can't.
First of all, we need to see you because we have not seen you in forever. So I hope we see you very, very, very soon before our cruise. I can't wait to see you soon. But that's one of the best things is when you get to cruise with other people. So how do you plan the best cruise?
Well, I mean, for us, we look at a lot of different.
I'm just gonna ask you. This is a question. Are we gonna skip over picking? Because there's so many ways to pick a cruise, right? You can pick by I definitely want to leave out of this port. You can pick a cruise by saying I definitely want this itinerary, which I can be honest with you. I think that's mainly where people have been leaning towards. There's definitely people who lean towards ships. Usually those are frequent cruisers, right? They're like, oh my goodness, I want to go on this ship. But people who maybe might not cruise as often, I think they look for itinerary. They're like, I definitely want to see this itinerary.
But hold on, but that's a new thing. Not a new thing. But with these ships now being so new and so innovative and so different, the ship has become the destination. And oftentimes picking that ship.
That depends on the cruiser, because there's a lot of people who appreciate the ship, but the ship isn't their destination. And then there's other people who are like for me, there's definitely places. There are so many places on my bucket list that I need to see, that I want to see, that I want to go to. But the ship is just as much the destination for me personally, because these are incredible vessels.
Well, Tony says he looks at the itinerary. The ship doesn't matter. So, a lot of these ships have sister ships. So if you're true to a brand, if you're a Royal, if you're a Carnival, if you're an MSC, if you're a Norwegian,
Mardi Gras class, Oasis class, those are perfect examples. And those are
Mardi Gras class, huh?
Whatever. Thank you.
But if
XL class.
If you've been on, I'll say this: if you've been on one XL class, have you been on them all? If you've been on one Oasis class, have you been on them all?
If you've been on one Discovery class, have you been on them all?
Well, once they build it.
Discovery class is coming, guys. It's right around the corner, and I can't wait.
Around the corner, huh?
Yes.
It must be a very long block.
It's coming. It's close. It's close, guys. Just wait. It's coming.
Sean wants to know if one of those bucket list places would be, let me see, Australia. Yes.
Most definitely. Definitely. Cannot wait to get out there. And Sean, you were top of the list.
Mary Ellen just wants to get outside. Oh, okay. Sorry. Mary Ellen says, I look at the ship, what friends are on the ship, and what destinations I want to go to, mostly out of the Caribbean.
Yeah. We started to talk about how do you pick. I think we're already off the rails, guys. I started to say, I know, surprising, shocking for us. What we were talking about is how do you pick a cruise? And I said, there's so many ways. Do you pick itinerary? Do you pick ship? Do you pick the port that's easiest for you to get to? Do you pick a group cruise because there's going to be other people with you? Do you pick a cruise just because there's somebody else that's going to be on it with you? There's so many reasons to pick a cruise. But I compiled the list here, and I got my quick little list. And I think number one, aside from all that people, places, itineraries, or whatever, because that's all super important, is when do you book?
Now.
Yeah. Book now for whenever it is you want to go. Because the earlier, the better right now. It used to be you could get last minute deals. Does that mean you can't still find them? Well, of course you can.
Hold on. Travel agent tip coming. Here we go. All right, pay attention, everyone. If you book your cruise now through your travel agent, and the price goes down, in most circumstances, not all rates, not every single rate, we're not painting with a
couple of exceptions, not many, but there are a couple.
But if you book that rate now and that price goes down, your travel agent, either Julie or Brian, whichever of you choose to be your travel agent, will call that cruise line, and we will get you that lower rate.
You can almost always get it.
We can't do.
The only exceptions are when there's specific promos that you're already already using, and you want to switch to a different promo. Sometimes it doesn't apply.
Right, so correct.
That would be the exception.
And we've been down that road a couple times, but most of the time. But what we can't do.
But that's the benefit of using a travel agent, though, too.
What we can't do is book you now, and then you say, hey, well, last week the price was a lot lower. Could you get us that price? That we can't do. So if you get it booked with just that deposit down, we can always.
It's actually number 3 on my list. So we're gonna come back to this, but we're gonna talk about booking different things. So book early. We had so many people, some very, very, very close friends, say to us, I can't book that far in advance. I just can't. I can't plan that far in advance. You know what? If you can book further in advance for something that you could potentially cancel and still have a refundable deposit on, that's the way to go. And try to make something work further out. It will save you not a little bit of money. It can save you a significant amount of money versus because it's hard for me to plan what we're going to have for dinner tomorrow night. So I get it.
Yeah. I mean,
whatever.
But that's where
it's just the reality of what it is.
That's where it's
check. I'm putting a check mark next to what we talked about.
Good.
This is what happens when he says, you make the list, you drive.
We won't do that again. Let's see. Cruising on the high season route says you were complaining it costs a lot to fly out of Jersey, but you're not even in the top 10. Toronto is the most expensive in Canada. It's in North America. No doubt. I mean, we found, looking at flights today.
Things right in my face. Hold on a minute.
I can't help your height.
Well, I know,
it's the new camera.
We need to lower it. I actually thought about
it. Lower it.
Looking back on it, I'm going to come up higher, guys. So now I'm taller.
Is that better?
I don't know. Anyway, let's go back to what we're talking about.
But yes, so that's exactly what we were going through earlier. We were looking at all the flights, and we were looking at flights out of New York, out of Newark, out of Allentown, out of Philly, and Trenton, Syracuse.
Hold on. Let's just add to this, guys. A really big factor of planning your trip is how many people are going, because we are a family of 5. There are very few times when Brian and I get to get away without the kids. Very, very few times, but it does happen, and it's coming up soon. In July, we do get to get away without the kids. But most of the time, we have 3 kids in tow. So that's 5 of us. 5 people for a flight, and we really have to do a cost analysis of, should we fly? Should we drive? How do we get there? Do we drive our own car and pay for parking? Do we rent a car one way? There are so many scenarios that we try to come up with. We also try to help other people too. I mean, that's what we do. So that's why we help other people who have to come up with that scenario as well. But so choosing the right port can be and destination can make a big impact on that bottom line, that cost.
So Sean says, pack them ? So now if you watch the community group, it used to be that you could send your kids via U.S. mail.
I was shocked by that. Right? You posted that.
Oh my God.
You used to be able to send your kids. It was the 1920s, remember?
Yeah.
You could send your kids. You could be on the same train, send your kids via postage with stamps on them. They would be watched.
But it was an escorted car.
They would be watched in the baggage area. You would be in the regular area,
probably,
but it only cost
or something like that.
They were watched by somebody who actually handled them. Dude, I don't know if I could actually do that, but my goodness, it's like cheaper and free babysitting. I mean, when you think about it.
But then again, you got to think about the price of stamps at the
Crazy.
time. It used to be 15 cents to send your kid through the mail. So,
I don't. Yeah,
for
well,
15
15 cents
cents, I
back
might
then,
do
you
it.
could buy you probably
Amanda says, my kids have never been in a plane.
Rib and lobster.
So to keep it simple and less stressful, we picked based on the fact that we can drive to New Jersey from Massachusetts and not have to deal with flying. That is a great factor.
Yeah.
And it's why we've sailed out of the New York Bayonne ports so regularly. Is they're right here. It's our home port. And after some conversations that we had last week, I'm thinking we're going to be cruising out of New York again soon. So looking forward to this.
I think too, like there's different reasons to cruise, right? So some people want the destination and the itinerary, which we do very much so. And some people just want a vacation and want to be able to get away. And being able to or deciding, is the ship your destination? So like being able to decide, what are you actually looking for to get away for? What kind of cruise are you looking for? That can make a big difference too. And because we've chosen the same itinerary before, which would not be our primary choice in whatever, but you know what? It's just time. We're due. We want to get away with the kids. We want to do it affordably, easy, because sometimes it's not even about money. Sometimes it's just about like the stress factor of getting 3 kids packed and out the door and be able to go do something fun as a family. So,
and like Mary Ellen said, sometimes it's just about who you cruise with. So again, November 3rd, 2024, on the Freedom of the Seas, the How We Cruise Freedom Group Cruise. But we understand that not everybody can make that one. We understand. So we partnered up with our good friends over at Sharon at Sea, and we're doing a second group cruise jointly with them. And we want you to bring everybody. Bring the parents, bring the kids, bring the aunts and uncles,
bring your friends,
bring that crazy neighbor. Actually, no, maybe not the crazy neighbor. No, bring the crazy neighbor. They'll be fun. But that's going to be July 12th,
guys. That is going to be a blast.
And we're doing first of all Nassau, we're doing Half Moon Cay, and we're doing Grand Turk, and we're doing that on the Carnival Sunrise. So fun ship,
absolutely,
lots of good stuff. And
love Jamie and Sharon.
Yes,
and yeah, that's going to be so much fun.
There's there's already so many ideas for that cruise. That one's going to be a blast. So reach out to them, reach out to us, send us an email, send them an email.
Yeah, you can reach out to Sharon. You can reach out to us. We don't care who you reach out to. Just come with us because it's going to be so much fun.
Now we got some comments on the USPS. Sean says, remind the USPS that could save the industry. Tony says, put the stamps on their foreheads. And Kevin wants to know if there's a weight limit on that shuttle. Let's see. What do we got here? What else? My mouse is not scrolling.
I don't know. As you go through that, but like, okay,
Mary Ellen says she's booked on both.
We're more than a half hour in. We haven't even gotten to number 2 yet. Guys, oh my goodness, this is why we said this is gonna have to be a multi whatever. But number 2, how about choosing the right line? Choosing the right ship.
Hold on, before you go there, we have a question.
You see?
No, well, I focus on the questions.
Good.
Sean can't make either, but we'll be stateside for the R&R cruise. So just watch out for that guy. I hear he's a little dangerous. Watch out for that fella. All right, cruising on the high seas and travel. All right, our Canada friends. Okay, sell it to me. Why should I book a New England Canada cruise versus drive it? Well, so we actually had friends from Florida come to New Jersey to book one of our group cruises that left from Bayonne and went down to Port Canaveral.
That's true.
I mean, if it's all about the company you keep, who really cares if you're taking a cruise back to your backyard? And the best part was they forgot stuff, so they just went back to their house and picked it up. It was fun.
And that's a great point too of making the ship the destination too. Like the ship in itself is with the right company, the right people, the right entertainment, and the right things to do. So that leads right into that number 2 is choosing the right line and choosing the right ship. Do not leave out of Bayonne, New Jersey week if you don't want to sail with kids. And if you don't know what Jersey week is, it's a week in the fall when all the kids have off and all the families go on vacation and they leave out of New Jersey. I mean, if that's going to be a bone of contention for you, then that's not what you should do. If you want to sail with friends, book with friends. If you don't want to sail with kids, book Virgin. Virgin is a fantastic line. They have phenomenal reviews. They're doing such an amazing job. Do that. They're 18 and plus. No kids are allowed on the ship.
I thought that executive from Princess said it best. She said, we're not really a kids cruise line.
Well, we talked about this last week, and then they kind of like, I understand, be careful with this statement, because they said it and then they were like, oh, they were careful with how they said it. But they said, if you want a really good vacation, go ahead, you say it.
Oh, if you want a good vacation to bring your kids, go on Princess. If you want a kids vacation, don't go on Princess.
Yeah, if you want a kids vacation, don't go on Princess. If you want a really good vacation with your kids, go on Princess. Mm-hmm. And then they kind of reframed it a little bit, but it was a really great statement. What they were saying was, know what you're going to, know what you're getting into, know what they have to offer. Like, you can do some amazing things, and there's some amazing things offered. But if you're looking very specifically for, babysitting kids club and splash pads,
stick to Royal Caribbean, Carnival, and Norwegian.
Yeah, and I would even limit it, a little bit shorter to 2 out of the 3.
And that other cruise line with the ears. What are they called again? I forget. Some with a D, I think.
Stop.
Shayna said the kids were plentiful on Anthem, but overall very well behaved. Yes, they were pretty good. They were pretty good. Kevin, let's see. Oh, but AJ
it really does depend on what you want. So know your line. Like, I think too, there's some people that are definitely more suited for Celebrity or Holland America or Princess than maybe than even like the brand new icons and stuff, because of the ship and who's going to be on it. We're on, how many icon groups are we in? And people are like, I can't believe how many kids are on the ship. Like, Royal Caribbean is literally marketing the ship as the ultimate family vacation.
Yeah.
They're marketing it to families and kids, and you're complaining about kids being on the ship. There are adult-only areas. You can have a great time on the ship, but if you go on the ship expecting there not to be kids on it.
AJ, hi, AJ and Melody. Nice to see you.
Hi, guys.
They said they'll give us an update on Princess. They're taking the kids on the Enchanted Princess on July 6th.
Oh, how awesome. I can't wait to hear about that.
And Julia, I have to give you this comment from Mary Ellen. Mary Ellen says, I've heard nothing but wonderful things on Wednesday night about cruising with your kids, Julia and Brian. So I'm not sure who was talking about us on Wednesday night, but I appreciate
I'm going to put this out there, and I know we're on a live stream, and we put our kids out there. They asked to, and we were hesitant at first, and we've come to embrace it. Mm-hmm. But we're still very protective of what we do put out there. We acknowledge the fact. That said, I hope that they're always presenting themselves as we would hope they would. Mm-hmm. And I hope that we as parents are presenting them and ourselves as we hope that we would. That said, it comes with judgment. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. There's always going to be somebody who's judging you. That we've accepted that we can handle that. But when we hear nice compliments about our kids, which we do frequently, it always makes us happy. And I hope that they're always on their best behavior. I hope that we represent them as parents on our best behavior.
We're doing our best to teach them how to grow up as good cruisers.
Yes, and thank you for letting us know when that is the case.
Sean said it's me.
We appreciate that.
Hello, Alice. Thank you for coming in. Hello, how are you? Nice to see you. Let's see.
Kevin, if your kids are out of fault, it was my fault. Or out of line, it was my fault.
Oh.
Kev, listen, they may challenge you.
We'll wait until November. We'll see.
They may push you over the line. Your Julie may be yelling at you because our kids.
This is going to be dangerous. But I'm loving every second of it, so it's going to be fun. Let's see. Julie says, please listen to Julie on Jersey Week. Yes.
Yeah.
And so you know what though? So our next group cruise is leaving out of Fort Lauderdale, but that's also Jersey Week. So what we did this time,
We're not leaving out of Jersey.
We knew that when we booked the last Jersey Week cruise, we were very, very, I don't want to say adamant, but we were looking for something that would be easy for people from New Jersey to get onto. We had a lot of friends interested. So we booked that cruise knowing already who was interested in that. And that was how we picked that cruise. The thing that we didn't recognize is that if it was interesting to us, it was going to be interesting to a lot of other people like us. And that ship, which holds 4,000 people, a little over 4,000, had 1,500 kids on it.
You're talking about Anthem, the last group cruise, not the one coming up.
So this group cruise coming up, we decided that although it's a great week for us, it's a great week for a group cruise. It offers a lot of opportunities for families, but we're going to head a little further south.
I also like the ship better for, don't get me wrong, I love quantum class ships. And Anthem was a quantum class ship. But I'm really excited because I think I like the Freedom class a little bit more. And this is Freedom of the Seas. So I'm really excited for this ship. It's a beautiful ship. It's amazing.
I'm not shy. Right now, my favorite ship is still Oasis. It's still my favorite.
I know.
I loved Icon. I loved every minute of it. I loved the Carnival Celebration when we were on that. I loved the Norwegian Breakaway when we were on that. There's been very few ships that I haven't been a big fan of. But I actually think
I don't want to put anything negative out there. I was going to say, I think I can guess your least.
Quantum class.
I think I can guess your least favorite ship, but I don't want to put anything negative out there. So let's not talk about least favorites. Let's talk about favorites.
Cruising on a high seas. What about the Magic? We've been on the Magic.
We love the Magic.
I love the Magic.
I love the layout of the Magic. I love that.
I did.
And that atrium, like that emerald green. I feel like I'm in the Wizard of Oz. I love that atrium. And I feel it's so nostalgic. It feels like I feel like I'm in a Jersey diner.
I want to move.
But like
I want to move that
grandiose Jersey diner.
Move that one dining room. That midship dining room. I just need to move that. It's gotta go somewhere.
But like
else.
all that emerald green and those elevators and the atrium bar and they have the music playing. I really love the feel. And then you walk through the hallway there. And that's why I say like Jersey Diner, it feels very like diner-esque. Like, I know that sounds crazy and it doesn't sound as nice as I mean it to sound because I do appreciate it. Do you guys agree with me or do you disagree with me? Am I just talking stupid?
Let's see.
Oh, we just lost a couple people, so I think nobody's agreeing with me.
Tony agrees with me that his Oasis is still his favorite ship. Sean gives the classic, my favorite ship is the one that I'm sailing on. And Marty says that when Shug plans a cruise, I just tell CC to show me the money. So, hey, we'll just shout it out now. CC, we got 2 group cruises coming up. And Shug wants to go, so let's get on it there with those, and we'll get those rolling. So, all right. So we've talked about how we're going to pick a ship. We've talked about how we're going to pick a cruise line.
Let's talk about. Can we talk about the cabin categories? This is what I was talking about when we first started talking about it, because I think the other thing too is it can be very misleading. Pricing on cruising can be very misleading because, first of all, if I had a dime, if I had a nickel, if I had a penny. For every time I've heard people say, I want to sail with my family of 4, 5, 6, our group of 10, whatever it is, what kind of deals, what kind of rates can you give me? What kind of group rates do you have?
You're making me very nervous.
By that drink. Don't worry. If you guys didn't know, my computer got spilt on the other week, but it's back. It's good.
And your arm keeps going like this.
No. Anyway, I'm excited about what we're talking about.
I'm not going to be excited when that drink goes over.
So when you have these cabin categories, it's important to know that group rates, because we hear this a lot, right? Everybody's like, I got a group rate. Whether it doesn't have to be a group cruise to have a group rate. You can have somebody who has a bundled rate that can be less than what is the prevailing rate if you were to go on and book yourself, or even if your travel agent were to go on and book you without a group rate. So group rates can be cheaper. However, they are always, on every line that I know of, every single time, double occupancy rooms, which means only 2 people. So if you're a family of 3, 4, 5, those group rates do not apply to you.
And all right, I'm gonna rant for a minute then. I'm gonna do it. I said I wasn't, but I'm gonna do it.
I don't know what he's gonna say.
I
mean, I have a million things in my head.
We're all part of a ton of Facebook groups, and I watch these Facebook groups, and I watch people say, "I'm looking for a travel agent who has group rates for my family of 3, family of 4, family of 5." And I watch all these travel agents jump in there and say that they have group rates for these families.
I got you.
And it pains me because we know that most of you in here are using either us or another one of our friends as
everybody that we know is everybody. We're preaching to the choir.
I know, but that's why I said I'll get down in a second. I'm just ranting.
Maybe we have people who are newcomers, or maybe we have people who are watching on the replay that may not know this.
So if you have a travel agent that tells you that they're going to book you in a group rate for your room of 3, 4, or 5.
If you're reaching out on a group and saying, I need a travel agent because I want a group rate, that's probably not the best way to find a travel agent. I'm going to say that.
I know.
Guys, go by word of mouth. Go by who you know. Go by
us.
Reviews. Yeah, absolutely. But no, I mean, if you already have, if you don't have somebody, ask around. Don't just blanket the statement. Yeah.
But those cabin categories are important because
anybody who's jumping on a thread to be like me, it's probably not the person you need.
Right. But that's what makes those cabin categories important, because
there are not where we wanted our conversation to go. So
you set me off. But those cabin categories are important because
they are.
Like with us, with our family of 5, there's only certain categories that we can book into.
There are times where we have taken advantage of having a group rate with a family of 4, book them in 2 cabins next to each other. So they were connecting balconies or connecting interiors or whatever they were. And then they could do a 2 and a 2. And then they did get advantage of the group rate. And that can be less expensive, 2 cabins. Sometimes then booking 4 of you in the same room.
Right now.
Doesn't always happen, but it does happen sometimes.
Right now, our November group cruise, if you're looking to book for 4, our rate for 2 is currently lower than the rate. I'm sorry, let me 2 rooms of 2 is currently lower than booking a room of 4 on Royal Caribbean Direct.
Yeah.
So sometimes
that's where it can be beneficial, but know that all group rates and any other deals are only going to be based on status or based on your loyalty to that line. Other than that, it's a group rate that's already been held. So, and group rates are always based on double occupancy. So a family of 5, we've taken advantage of it with putting 2 in one room and 3 in the other. And we've gotten 1 room for 2, or we've gotten the group rate, but the other room we had to pay prevailing rate. So anyway, that's the benefit of a travel agent. Let's skip that because that's the boring stuff. And that's the stuff that either you really want to dig into or you want to use a travel agent to do it for you.
All right. We'll pick another topic then.
So now you got your book. You got your booking, right? You got your cruise. You picked your ship, got your cabin, you're set to go. Oh, you know what? Another one. We need to talk about guarantees one day, but not today. I don't want to go there now. But I'm just thinking. I'm thinking out loud. This is why he married me, because he loves me. He loves my brain. Do you want to talk about packing essentials, or do you want to talk about dining? Do you want to talk about planning excursions? Do you want to talk about embarkation, debarkation? Do you want to talk about seasickness? Do you want to talk about safety? Well, where do you want to go?
You've talked about all this. Why don't we give a quick little minute to the drive versus fly thing?
Sure. Okay. Go for it.
So that's kind of where I started with this.
We've been off the rails since like the first minute, so you can go anywhere you want to go.
So we have November coming up, and it's a good timing for us because of when the cruise goes and when the kids get out of school. So we have time to make that.
That's such a. I'm sorry.
It's been on the screen for the last 2 minutes.
I know. It's such a good statement. And actually,
I'll put it back up.
It's Mary Ellen, right? I know.
Attention.
Well, I wasn't looking at the screen because I was looking at you and I was talking to our people that were out there. But Mary Ellen, you just totally hit the nail on the head. A travel agent will be honest with you and not promise something. We literally have had that happen on multiple occasions where somebody wanted one thing and we talked about it with them. And more than like, they were very, very appreciative of the honesty and accepted the recommendations. So that is,
the last
we just had this happen this weekend.
Yeah, it was just
where it was like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
Yeah, sorry.
But that's why travel agents rock. So
anyway, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
All right, so we'll talk real fast about. All right, because then I think a lot of this stuff might have to be followed.
We're
going to continue this one.
We're going to continue this with our surprise edition next week. I'm pointing to what I wrote down.
Don't make it too much of a surprise. We'll have to let them know.
Well, I'm going to post it on our community group. So guys, if you're not already a member of our community group, which is over 1,000 people, so
yes,
super happy with that.
Awesome. Last week we hit 1,000 people in our community.
Yeah, we're like 115 or 120 now.
And we love seeing your pictures in there. We love the fact that you answer each other's questions. We think it's awesome. So if you have friends
share
that
away, you love your pictures,
share
old pictures, new pictures, everything. Like we just want all things cruising. Share memes, share stories.
I have an idea. Watch the community group because if I can get this idea approved by Julie, we're gonna have something fun.
I have a say.
You've had a say all night. I haven't said much tonight. Mary Ellen says you'll need a week too. Probably a 3 and a 4 if Julie keeps talking like this.
I don't even know, guys.
Let's see. All right, so let's real fast. We'll talk about the drive.
Brian does nothing fast.
The drive versus fly. Now we've done this conversation in the past. You all know that I do my spreadsheets, and I had the spreadsheet game was strong today. The spreadsheet game was very strong, and there were formulas. There might have even been a pivot table in there somewhere. But basically, what we were looking at is. Do we drive or do we fly?
We've talked about this many times. We've had other lives about this, and
full lives. And so that's why
we've had disagreements and arguments over the live.
We're still arguing about it right now.
Not me and you. I'm talking about with other people. Like you've been in the live and been like, you should do this, you should do that. But
so we are by car 18 hours and 43 minutes from the port in Fort Lauderdale.
Mm-hmm.
We want to make sure that we arrive there in time.
Me and you would be no problem.
With 3 kids. Can do that. So
but me and you also could fly cheaper.
So that becomes exactly what we were talking about. Today I found some really, really, really reasonable airfare. Sean says, rookie, I can beat that. I'm going with what Google Maps told me and the fact that I know that I'm going to have to stop for kids to pee.
Sean, I have stories for you. Me and my brother have driven that drive in an old Chevy pickup and probably beat that.
Let's see. So anyway,
such stories, man. I don't know.
We found a really reasonable rate to fly. But then I multiplied that rate times 5, added on the fact that there is no way I'm getting Julie to pack into a carry-on for a 1-week cruise.
No.
So we're paying for checked bags each way.
I like to dress up on a cruise. I know it's not for everybody, and no judgment if you don't want to. That's cool. You do you. That's totally fine.
So pack a small dress.
I like to dress up. Yeah, but I need the shoes.
So pack
I need the makeup. And then to bring it on a carry-on, you have to make sure all your liquids are like right. So you can't bring the right shampoo. You can't bring the right hair product. Yeah, there's so many inconveniences.
I'll buy you shampoo when we get to Miami or Fort Lauderdale because it's cheaper to buy that than it is to check a bag.
Because you're gonna have to.
How much is your shampoo?
It doesn't matter. You're gonna have to Uber to the CVS or the Walgreens or the wherever else.
Not with the hotel that we're staying at in November.
Guys, he talks a good talk, but I'm telling you, it's just easier for me to pack a suitcase. I'd rather pay for the package and have it all here and ready to go, and it's ready when we get there.
Sean says, "Yo, you girls are so lucky. I'll have a lot back. That's all I take." Tony says it's always about the shoes.
It's right. It is about the shoes. Shoes are super important.
We have another challenge that says I can do that in 15 to 16 hours, and I'm coming farther than New Jersey. Yeah, like I said, that's the Google Maps time, and that's taking into account the fact that we're going to have 3 kids with us that
and going through Virginia.
Mm-hmm. Watch out for Virginia. Let's see. And Sean says, "Let me get this straight. Let me get you straight. You cannot drive down under. You need to fly." Sean, we don't need to fly. We could take a cruise ship.
I'm a really good swimmer.
We could take a cruise ship.
No, we are going to make it down there, and I can't wait. I can't wait until we do.
Sean says there's actually a CVS like a block away from the port. It's a Walgreens.
It is true.
It's a Walgreens, and we were in it last week.
This is true too.
Twice. And it is definitely walkable from the hotel we'll be staying at. So, anywho, I'll get you your shampoo to save.
I bought 2 things in Walgreens. I bought a 6-pack of water for our hotel room, and I bought 1 bottle of wine. And Brad's like, "Do you really need the wine?" I was like, "Yes, we need a bottle of wine in the room. Yes." Maybe. Even if we don't drink it, like we have to have it in the room. And
there's a Publix across the street.
This is true. There's also a closed Winn-Dixie. Well, because Katie just read the book Winn-Dixie. Oh yeah, it's a whole story, guys. Sorry, we're inside jokes now because but all right.
Kathy says you guys are welcome to come on my cruise in January 25 or April 26th. Me and your check bag. I don't know what we have in 25 or 26. We have some stuff.
We have July of 2025. Mm-hmm. We have January of 2026 planned.
Mm-hmm. And possibly November of 25, but that's not finalized yet.
Well, no, that one's more finalized than the January 2026. We actually have the space held for November of 2025. Guys, I'm just saying. We have stuff all over the place.
Our native Virginian here says, "Don't knock Virginia. You just need the alternate routes."
We absolutely love Virginia.
You gotta let us know those routes.
We have some amazing friends in Virginia. We love Virginia, and we're not knocking it. So sometimes we get a little carried away because we have the inside,
Kathy says,
but never would say anything negative.
Is her Hawaii cruise out of San Francisco? Now, is that the one that goes?
I love Hawaii.
We found a repositioning cruise that actually leaves from the Northwest that goes up to Alaska and then out to Hawaii. I think that's going to be the one that we did. That's going to be the one.
Listen, there's so many I want to do. Like
so many.
Dude, why can we do like 5, 6, 17 million Caribbean cruises and we can't do 5, 6, 17 million Hawaiian cruises? There's so many different versions and everything we can do. And the West Coast is so much harder for us because of where we are on the East Coast and with the age of our kids. But like Hawaii and Alaska and anything in the Pacific, and oh my goodness, there's so many things I want to do. Royal Caribbean's posting all their stuff about Singapore right now and about is it Serenade of the Seas? Oh my goodness, what amazing footage of like their drones and such cool things out in China. And I know, but like really cool stuff.
Well, one day I'll tell you guys my favorite ship once I sail them all. Then I'll tell you my favorite.
Yeah, but I don't think we can ever sell them all.
Well, there's like over 50 new ships coming out in the next couple of years, so we got to get busy.
I know that we need to get to wrapping it up. We didn't come near close to touching everything on our list.
There were lots of votes for us to continue this.
We're gonna continue this. We'll continue this
next week. We will continue this topic, and we'll start talking about how you actually plan for your cruise. No, we'll
we're supposed to do tonight, but
no, we talked about picking your cruise tonight.
Yeah, you guys were just so much fun, and we just got off track. But I just want to give another shout out to our trip. Was it over a week ago now?
Yeah.
To Cruise 360, the CLIA convention. We had such a great time there. We did learn so much. We learned so much from all of the cruise lines, big and small. We got to meet so many key players in the industry. A very, very big thank you to Vicky Freed and Shanae, who absolutely were phenomenal in welcoming us on Vicky's coffee talk that she hosts. It's a webinar through Royal Caribbean. So it was just a really good experience. We did get to meet Michael Bailey. Mm-hmm. We got to say hello to him on a couple of occasions. We got to, see the award ceremony. Like, guys,
this was not just. But I mean, you're mentioning all this Royal Caribbean, and this was so much more than Royal Caribbean. I mean,
I didn't mean it to be that. The CLIA itself and Cruise 360 was about all of cruising in the industry.
I mean,
but we were fortunate enough to be welcomed by Royal Caribbean.
We got to hang out with Donkey for a little bit.
Yes.
Saw Drew Santiago from Carnival. The people from Celebrity were amazing. The people
Carmen was amazing from Princess. We got to talk to her, and I can't wait.
A lot of really great people, and you know, I mean, Charles Sylvia from CLIA just
Charlie was amazing. He's
hats off.
Such a good host.
We got more good stuff coming to you from coming out of that conference. We learned a lot, and Will, one of the things we learned a lot about was some of those options for the Mediterranean. So let Joanna know that we've got you covered. We've got you well taken care of for that. So we will see what is up with that. Let's see. Shana says, another thought for cruise planning. How do you save for your cruise? What frugal tips can you share?
That's a great one, Shana. We can talk about that. I'll jot a note down so we can add that to our list.
That's in my lane right there.
That's definitely Brian's spreadsheet right there.
So, all right. So I've got an early day tomorrow.
I was just going to say, Brian made me promise we wouldn't go late tonight because he's very anxious to get enough rest. He's got an interview tomorrow. You're gonna be on the mark, man. You're good.
Well, if I get enough sleep and have enough bourbon, but we shall see. But yes, I do have an early interview tomorrow, so we do have to wrap it up. But thank you all for coming in. Thank you all for staying as long as you did. Thank you all for considering booking our group cruises, and I'm looking at my email right now. So let's see.
Or anything else you need or want.
We have some times to book some cruises before I go to sleep. So reach out to us for one of those group cruises.
I have an interview tomorrow. I got to go to bed. But if you want to book a cruise, call me. I'll make sure I stay up. Is that what you just said?
Well, basically, if I don't do well on the interview, we're going to need the additional commissions. So why doesn't somebody book a group cruise? That would make me feel a lot more confident in myself. So
this is what I live with. This is why you're dreaming of me killing you in your sleep.
Probably. All right. Hey, we'll see you next week. Part 2. Don't forget it. Bring a friend.
We love you guys. Thank you so much. See you on the seas.